Welcome everyone to Bonifabcustom. My name's Rob, and today we're going to be continuing our project with the titanium kukri knife. Now today we're going to take that forging and we're going to machine off all that scale on there and shape it into the kukri. Let's get right into it. So I put the template on top, spray painted it white so I can kind of see what the excess material is that I have to take off. And I'm going to machine it off because it's just that much easier to do instead of trying to use a whole bunch of grinding belts to get this thing down to size. So I'll rough it all out and then I'll use the grinder, the 2x72 with a 36 grit, and blend it all together. Okay, so now we have the shape pretty close. Looks good. We have these the thickness here, so on the spine it's going to stay around this thick, about just under a 1/4 inch. And then on the front, we're going to have that, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a hollow grind, but probably like a chisel grind on the front here, and it's probably going to be about an inch. It's going to come around here. That bevel is going to come to a point. And that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put it actually on my CNC machine. and I'm gonna cut that in 3D so it comes out perfect all the way around, and all I have to do is basically polish it. So I'm gonna put that on and then draw it up and take that 3D pass. So now that I have it roughed out somewhat, the shape, I want to make a bevel on here on the CNC. So what I do is I just take a point and I pick up every inch the peak point as I go around the profile. And what I'm going to do with those points is I'm going to go on my CAD software, and I'm going to create that arc or this profile, and then add in a bevel with those points, and I'm going to come back and machine it with using my ball nose, half-inch ball nose carbide end mill, and I'll machine that whole bevel profile. So now that I had the points, I converted it onto my CAD and drew the bevel. And if you look at this, you can see it on 3D here. And what I'm going to do is with a ball nose end mill, I'm going to cut the profile in 3D. Okay, so the machining is all done, and you can see how nice the bevel came out, nice and uniform, and it's going to be like that on the other side. So that's going to really save me a lot of time in grinding. So now I'm going to take it over to the grinder and kind of smooth it out. So after grinding, it looks pretty good. I have that nice bevel that's perfectly symmetrical now. And I have it kind of semi-finished. So I have the thickness done. The bevel's basically roughed out. I just have to go over it with some 120, and I have this little forging mark here that I'm gonna kind of blend in a little bit, but actually my customer wants a little bit of the forging marks, but doesn't want it perfect on there. And I have the handle part, so this full tang, basically roughed out to shape. Now the next thing is I'm going to be fitting up a guard, and I'm going to be forging it out of titanium. And that's what I'm going to be doing next. So we have our titanium kukri knife all shaped out, thickness done, and bevels are machined out, turned out really nice. Now the next step to this is to make the guard, and the guard is going to be forged out of titanium. Well, we're going to do that on our next episode. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and push that button for notifications for the next video on our titanium kukri knife. Thanks.